my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Thank you to all of you for continuing to wait on me as I'm kind of working through the things after my mom's death. It has been, it's hard. It's still hard. I'm not anywhere near normal, back to a normal routine for myself. But I'm working on that. As many of you have gone through these things, it takes a really long time for some of us, and I might be one of those that falls in that category. Well, only time will tell, but it does feel good to be here to tape again and talk to you, and to you, because you are my friends, and I really appreciate that you're still here and you're still hanging out, waiting. Because I know these long breaks, they're just what has to happen. If you hear noise, and Mario is here doing the leaves, so you might hear some of that. Okay, so over the last, it's probably been 6 to 7 weeks, some of you have sent me cards and little things that I normally would share on the video, and I've just not been able to do that. But I want to tell you that they are all here, and I had them sitting with me over on the sideboard over, let me swing around, over there. So what I can do here, hold on one second. So I want to thank everybody for these. They're just been such a great comfort to get a note from you, and I know many of you have also left me notes online that I deeply appreciate. Thank you. So I want to get back to talking a little bit of making. Very little making is going on for me. I managed to put sashing down the verticals, and that's really all I felt like doing for sewing. But I did do cross stitch. I'm working on the Christmas kitty. So let me just show you that, the Christmas kitty. And I actually got quite a bit done. So I have to do the 25 and then I'm working on the little cardinal. Then I got her little feet and her little tail, and then she's done. Wendy might be done. I can't remember now, but she'll share over in the fireside chat if she is. Oh my goodness, the leaf blowing is right outside the window. Hold on. I think mostly he's done now with the leaves. So if you might hear it, but I think he's moved off now to the front yard, so we're okay. So we're going to have a little bit of some discussion on projects coming up, and then I do have a little bit of holiday cheer. I did decorate the other day. It took me about 5 days, I think, to do it just a little bit each day. That's about all I could feel like doing. But I got it done, and it was all before Thanksgiving even, which is crazy, I know. But I did do it. And I'm going to show you what I put up this year, and a few other things. So first, coming on January, what do I have there? January 21. We're going to start with Wendy doing a sampler from her scrappy book. It's going to be super cute. So you want to be sure to get in on this. You can either buy some fabric as a base to work with, or actually use what you already own, which will be super fun. There's a version with kitties and without kitties. I'm going to do the version with the kitties. And then we will also, on January 28th, we'll have the Virginia Quilt Museum Quilt-Along that'll start Silver Lake. You can buy the pattern either PDF or a print copy from the museum store. The museum will be back open again before we start. They haven't quite closed yet. I think they're still open right now. Also, the Blue Mill fabric is now in stores, so you are able to get that as well, and I have links below. So I'll be making my Silver Lake with the Blue Mill fabrics, and I'll be showing you blocks to kind of get you excited, and Wendy and I will talk about different ways and variations of things that you can do. Wendy wrote the pattern just like she did the Harrisonburg one, all based off a quilt in the Virginia Quilt Museum's collection, which I'll tell you more about kind of as we go along with things. You will see I do have a red So Merry and Bright, designed by my friend Kate Spain. Her husband Pete heard me say that I wish I had gotten red, and he sent me a red one. He is such a doll, and they are such an amazing team. Remember, if you ever have any questions, they will help you out. Also, they sent me the notebook. So, and then look at the back. Look how cute that is. And then inside, the grid is a dot. It's a dot grid. I think you can see it. There's also, I've got one of the mouse pads, which I am going to be doing, putting it right next to my keyboard for some holiday spirit. Plus, I have the mug, and I've been drinking coffee out of the mug. So all of this just to bring that holiday spirit. There is also online at the Fat Quarter Shop, I'll link to you to this beautiful ornament designed by my friend Bev McCulloch of Flamingo Toes. Bev's things were featured in the Jolly Box, and because I'm so late sharing the Jolly Box, this was in it. But most everything else has already been sold out that was in the box. There was Orifil thread, but but there's still some of these, so you can get these. And the other day, a little while back, I ordered this yarn bowl because it is a bees cap, and I love bees caps. I always have, because of my love of folk art. They're kind of a folk arty image, and I've put them on a lot of things. But here's the yarn bowl. It was much bigger than I thought, and you open it like this. So there's still a few of these left, not a ton, but it's pretty heavy, so it won't like topple over while you're working. You can bring the yarn in the top or out the bottom hole. I just thought they were pretty cute, and they're called weighted. It says it's weighted, so it definitely is. Okay, I want to show you up close a couple of the quilts, and then we'll go through where they're hanging. This is the first year I'll put Will You Be My Neighbor up on the wall, and I thought I don't know why it took so long, but I think it was, I don't know, sitting for binding, who knows. But the houses are so fun. This was a free pattern from Moda. I have links to the patterns on my website under the project page. If a block is not showing up, then just go up to the search bar and put it in there. Don't write me, because that, based on what I found, I mean, I can't go back and fix everything that didn't happen properly with the conversion of my website when the website closed. So you just need to go to the search bar and put in what you're looking for. Okay, so most of this was one fabric line, not the dots. So I had the polka dots for the roofs, and then the basic gray was the kind of holiday line, and then I added in things like fabrics I had saved, like the peppermints, and there's a little tin soldier, and then this was like my fabric line. This was, my fabric I got from somewhere to put in. The background is, here, I'll do it here, is my Harmony wide back in the black and white, and then like here is some saved, holiday fabric I saved. So I'm going to hang it here in the studio. There I fussy cut Merry and Bright. So, and I love this little bitty dot. Oh my gosh, dust, don't look at that. So you can see the dot. See, it's like a micro dot. Look how freaking tiny that is. So that when you pull back, it looks a bit light gray. But it's got a tiny bit of texture to it. And it's quilted in some, ferny kind of things and stars. You can kind of see it here, these great big stars and these kind of ferns. So this is going to hang in here. Here's a star that we did as a quilt-along Fat Quarter Shop pattern, and the fabric, I don't know if this was not Hello Kitty. There was a kitty fabric, but there was a Christmas kitty fabric, and it had a panel. So I put the panel on the back side. Look how cute she is. I could hang the back side if I wanted, but I'm gonna hang the front in the stairwell. It really looks lovely. I'm so excited to have that done. It was a long time sitting there waiting to just complete it at one point, and it's done. I don't see the bottom row quite as well, but there it is. we'll start. I put the Christmas tree here in the kitchen. I think that looks really cute. And then I think last year I had the houses up there, so I did the same. I've done pretty minimal work in here this year, just because I'm just not feeling up to it. But there we go. A few little things here. I've got my cookie tins. Cookies are still in some of those. For those of you wondering, this came from Target a couple of years ago, and it's actually an advent calendar. You could fill it. How cute, right? But I just love the building. I love city buildings. And then have the mushroom I was given, and then another fun things. And this is a little advent calendar my friend Wendy gave me. Okay. In the living room, I put the Joy, Joy, Joy. I'll swing around here. There we go. And I did this one last year. I think some of you made it with me. This was a gift pillowcase from my dad's wife. It's from IKEA, in case you love it. And I put the zigzag table runner, and I've always wanted to have one of these kind of dough bowls, and you put different things in them. And the snow globe. And then over here is the tree. Okay, so this is one of the cross stitch we did free from Fat Quarter Shop. And then over here I've got this was from my grandma. My dad kept it for me, and my mom gave me this because she said the little girl reminds me of her. Mom gave me a lot of snowman things. And so coming around, I did a white tree. I've got a smaller one this year, and then I think one of you sent me this, a peppermint mint holder, like for the kitchen, but it looks cute in here. I didn't change that. I have the wreath on the door, and that's one of Bev McCulloch's patterns that we did together. Some cute things here on the shelf. And then in the hall, we did this one together, and then that's a pattern from Fig Tree, I think, and it's just perfect for this skinny space. I need these skinny items. Remember, I had the Halloween guys there. And over here, this is one of my favorites. It's a Dresden plate with every other plate being white. From here again, that's a humidifier to put some moisture back in the air. If you're not doing that in your home, you should give it a try. It'll keep your home feeling warmer in the winter. Okay, there we go. Merry Christmas, my friends. I am really happy to have put everything up. It wasn't hard necessarily. It's just my energy levels. I'm still trying to build that back up. I depleted myself quite a bit over the last 6 months, ever since June. A lot of things totally out of my control, trying to change and help, and things just kept moving faster than it seemed possible. So I'm exhausted, but I'm trying, and I will next week do the Jolly Bar book sampler. I'm just going to get it up on the wall, and I'll start working to assemble it through the end of the year. But I'll get it up there. You'll get to see it all together. Plus, if you were looking for a calendar, I was in that Quilt Folk issue for Virginia, and my quilt, where is it? I just saw I'm on the front, which means I'm also on the inside for September, I think. Where am I? There I am. Is that September? Yeah, for September. So this is at the farm over here near my house. Okay, my friend, thank you again for all of the wonderful notes that you've been leaving for me. I so appreciate your friendship. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.